play fake, and it's Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Touchdown, Carolina! Devin Funchess, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Mixon with a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
That's right now. Do something.
Second and 10, Newton again. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep right, and he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are in for 6. And he's got it up and through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
On second down, Anderson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Here's Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A handoff to Mixon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll set up to throw, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On third down, Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the ball.
They run it again with Anderson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. CJ with a nifty move. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Newton. Wright's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Gun. Do something.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now Newton. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run for it with Anderson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught Eifert over the middle. takes this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They had two tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Luke Kuechly in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Newton on first down. The 20. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Newton. Eluding the press. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And now look at him go. And he will bring it back It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And an alley to run. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. Now it's Barner. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Let's rock now. Greg. Let's go.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Express. Hey. On the ball.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Flush to his right, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Carl Lawson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half?
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Now it's Barner. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, where the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Newton to throw. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. On first down, it's Newton. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
20. Set. 180.
To throw on second down is Newton. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Newton now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now Cam, option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Smith catches left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. 10th carry down for Anderson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll set up a throw. Green with a catch left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there?
And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Now it's Barner. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Newton. And right with it here over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Complete to right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Newton now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And it's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Newton throwing again. Now he's flushed out left. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Oh my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here, I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Gun, gun.
On first down, Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. It's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
20.
After the run, Newton going to throw. That's going to be incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Back in that Philly. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a short gain down to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. They're going to look to throw, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Carolina getting set to take the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
On the ball.
On 1st and 10, Newton looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A good pickup there at 22.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Newton on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline, and that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And Eifert has it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. Now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That one goes for 24 yards.
Do something. Let's go.
Back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Gun. On the ball.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
20.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run. Anderson. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. C.J. Anderson with time running out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And he knocks it through. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers have won the football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
For the Panthers,